Hey, how you going? Groove here. So, Modern Warfare 2 weapon tuning. I'm going to show you how to easily understand how the system works for the right type of playstyle. There is no one size fits all. There is tuning to suit three different playstyles, and I'm going to explain those playstyles, the attachments, and how to easily understand to tune them to suit your playstyle. Okay, so you might see a loadout screen like this, and someone will say, "This is the God gun loadout for this gun," and you're going to copy it, and then you try it in game, and it doesn't work for you. So I'm going to show you why and how to actually maybe pick. Like, say you like the barrel and you want to make that work for you. I'll show you how to pick the right attachments to help you along that little loadout. Now, if I go into the firing range here, the three different styles of players that it caters for. Okay, so the guy that just stands there and shoots, aiming idle. Alright, now the next guy is the guy that moves left and right while aiming. Okay, so that's this guy, aiming while strafing. This might be a doorway or something, and you're coming out trying to aim while moving. Now let's say I'm on a rooftop sniping, and then I quickly switch to my SMG because I hear someone coming out the door. Then I want my hip fire accuracy, alright? Or my walking speed is the hip fire guy. Or you're holding hard point and people coming in the doorway, and you're trying to get that hip fire accuracy with your little SMG. They're the three types of players, and the attachments to suit these players and how to tune them are a massive factor. Now, let's have a look at this attachment here. It's an angled foregrip. So there's angled foregrips for the underbarrel, and then there's the straight foregrips. Okay, if I see an angled foregrip and it's got like seemingly good stats here, so this one I can see it's got a little bit more accuracy here, and I'll go, oh, it's got hip fire accuracy and recoil stabilization. So I'll pick that and I'll go tune. Now remember, this is my little SMG. Okay, I'm pretty much just using this as my secondary to just hip fire people point blank while sniping. Now if I have a look at the settings, there's no hip fire control. There's no hip fire slider to actually tune. Now what I do have is aiming idle stability for the person that doesn't move, aiming walking speed, which is going to help me when I set up the other tuning for the guy that strafes left and right while aiming. So there's nothing for hip firing, even though it says hip fire accuracy. Okay, so it might have a big accuracy slider here, setting here, but what I want is something that is set up for hip fire accuracy, hip fire recoil control. If I go in here and click tune, now instead of the recoil or aim down sight speed, I have hip fire recoil control or hip fire walking speed. Now I have aim down sight speed or hip fire accuracy. So now I've got the straighter foregrip, not an angled foregrip, and I have the actual settings for hip fire. Okay, now if I go into the assault rifle, now obviously for this gun I don't want hip fire accuracy, so I'm not going to pick one of these that only have, like I just showed you, hip fire slider settings. So let's say I pick one of these angled foregrips, and let's say I'm the second person that is aiming down sight and wanting to get accuracy while strafing left and right. Okay, I'm not standing still and aiming, I'm always mobile when I'm aiming down sight. So besides the recoil stabilization or aim down sight speed, that's going to be per gun to how the recoil is for that gun, and or how slow it is at aiming down sight. You can balance that out with different attachments, and one attachment you can have aim down sight speed, and next has more recoil stabilization than another attachment. Okay, So now I want to go aiming walking speed. So now I'm adjusting for the person that is aiming while moving left and right. Okay, I want aiming walking speed, not aiming idle stability, because that's when I'm standing still. All right, maybe the gun's decent at aiming down sight speed or with the attachments that I've got, and I want the recoil to be good. Okay, and then if I have a look over here, I might want to pick, and so this stock here I can't tune. It's whatever is set, that's what it is. So let's say I get rid of the magazine, so I can't tune. Now I want a stock that has good tuning. Now I can go, alright, aim walking steadiness. So I'm the guy that's moving left and right while aiming down sight, remember? So aim walking steadiness is going to help me to not have my my sight while aiming down sight moving all over the place. It's going to be fast because my aim walking speed is going to be fast to jiggle peak, and it's going to be steady. Okay, and now if I go into the next type of player, all right, let's go and have a look at in the rear grip here. Then I can easily go sprint to fire speed because I don't want aiming idle stability, and choose between controlling recoil or aiming down sight. For me, I can control recoil pretty easily. I usually just slide the mouse back into my hand. This game's easy to control the recoil, and yeah, so I want maybe leave it in the middle or bit of aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. So after I'm running, I get my gun aiming as quick as possible. And then we have a look at basically the next guy who is standing still while aiming. Okay, so if I go into the tuning again, I want standing still, idle, aiming idle stability, recoil stabilization, or I want aim down sight speed. Now, for the stock, I want not aiming walking steadiness because I'm not moving. I'm just pretty much always either crouching or just standing still, aiming, trying to be accurate. Then I'll just use the aim down sight speed. Okay. I don't want aim walking speed. I want aim idle stability, so it's accurate while I'm aiming down sight. Then for the rear grip here, I want not sprint to fire speed, although that is good in general. So if I'm running and want to come to a stop while I'm to aim, that's going to help. Or all the way over this way is going to be so it's more again more stable while I'm just not moving and aiming. Okay, you can have it somewhere in between there. So I want to choose now between the recoil steadiness or aim down sight speed. Let's say the aim down sight speed is okay with the gun in general. Maybe it's an SMG, so I'll just go recoil steadiness because being an SMG and the aim down sight's good, but the recoil's bad, I'll go towards that. If it's like an M4 that is the recoil's okay anyway, then I'll go aim down sight speed. So then you start to see it all come together, and then I have my muzzle, and then I can choose for the recoil stabilization. Now I'm the type of person that's standing still, remember? So aim idle stability is going to help. So that's pretty much how to understand the attachments and how they actually work for your playstyle. So what I recommend is analyze your own style when you're actually playing next. Even just set up a private match versus bots and just see if you're aiming down sight while not moving. Maybe you might be an ex-Counter-Strike player that just likes to crouch all the time or just be pretty much stationary while shooting, or you might be a aim strafing person, and or you're a sniper that just wants hip fire accuracy for your little pocket SMG. Hopefully that helps and helps you understand the whole process of it. And now you know why. I mean, there is no one size fits all when people say this loadout works for everyone, because yeah, it doesn't. So find an attachment that you really like that might be a barrel that you find with that gun it's pretty OP. Then once you got that, it's just the rest of the attachments are pretty much to suit your playstyle. Okay, so yeah, the barrel is pretty much going to be how much damage or how fast it aims down sight or whatever. So and then the rest of the attachments are for your playstyle. Okay, so take that and run with it, and hopefully that helps. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and hopefully I can get back to you ASAP to help you out. Thanks for watching. Bye.